Hi, welcome back to the Mel-Tran Designs podcast, coming to you from beautiful Layton, Utah. Today is Monday, May 30th, 2016. It is Memorial Day in the U.S. I hope you've had a great weekend. If you live here, sorry, I'm sitting outside and I'm actually recording on my tablet, so hopefully this goes well. This is episode 100. Yay! Yeah. And welcome to new viewers. Yes, welcome back to returning viewers. If this is your first time watching, this is going to be a little bit different because I don't have much to show you, and I'm in a different location, different setting, all that kind of stuff. So, like I said, I'm in Layton, Utah this weekend, visiting a friend of mine, and tomorrow morning, bright and early, at 7 a.m., I will hit the road and drive as far as Hershey, Nebraska, which is about a 9-hour drive. I will sleep there and then continue on to Rochester, Minnesota on Wednesday to ZK 2016. So I feel like I can finally really get excited about ZK because I had my retreat before that, and then my family was down here with me until noon today, and so I was focused on having a fun time with them, and now they're gone, and we went on a hike today and we did all sorts of stuff, but my bags are packed, the food is packed, everything is ready to go. Just gotta sleep tonight, get as much sleep as I can, and be ready for tomorrow. I do want to show you this beautiful view. Let me show you. Look at that beautiful view of the Utah mountains. So I figured since I didn't have my regular computer, I would just set up out here. It was the best light that I could find anyways, and I just have a couple things to show you. So let's see. Going on, coming up, well, I'm doing it right now. Going on is ZK this week. Coming up is my summer away in Kentucky. I will also be hitting most of the states east of the Mississippi, some of them on the west of the Mississippi. If you live pretty much anywhere in the country that's not New England or Florida or any of the West, there's a good chance I could come see you this summer, or drive past and we could stop and have lunch or something as we were going by. So if that applies to you, please let me know. Yeah, I think that's all. Let's just get into the knitting and we will go on our way. All right, the first thing I'm going to show you is on my works in progress. It is my, I don't know, turtleneck sweater, I guess I could just call it my turtleneck. Yeah, my turtleneck pullover that I'm using. Sorry about that outside noise. It hasn't been this noisy the whole weekend, so hopefully they turn that off soon. Otherwise I will have to stop this, or I'll just talk louder because that's irritating. Okay, so last time I showed you this, I was about here, and I haven't worked on it a ton, but that's because I made something else. I'll show it to you in a minute. So this is my Yowza What a Skein by Miss Babs. Here's the turtleneck. I'll fold that over so you can see. There's that. And then my sweater goes down, and look at what I got to last night. Boom. I broke off for the sleeves, separated out the sleeves. So I'm just working round and round and round. I haven't decided if I'm going to do any decreases and increases. I have from my underarm to where I start to go in is actually a decent amount of length, so I don't know if I will do gradual, kind of separate it out, or if I might. I'm thinking about possibly when I get to that part, just put some ribbing across the back for like an inch or something, just to kind of make it pull in just a little bit, but without having to change the stitch count and mess with that. Since I am at this point now just kind of winging it. kind of. I'm still going off the right numbers, but anyways, this is the book of what's it called? The Knitter's Handy Book of Top-Down Sweaters by Ann Budd. I'm using the stitch count for that, but I added this, and I kind of fudged how I put it together at the top. So anyways, I love it. Believable, I think, is the colorway name. So anyways, I am in love with this yarn. I don't remember what size needles I'm using. A 7? Looks like a 7. So I'm going to say a 7. Look back on my previous ones if you are curious and want to know exactly. I'm pretty sure it's a 7 though. So there's that one. It's in this lovely bag that my friend made for me and gave me at the retreat. And I love that it's a Japanese knot style bag, but it has this tie so that way it stays together. So it's the perfect size for my sweater because it will, you know, grow. The only other thing I have to show you is actually something that I have started and finished since we last spoke. Last week on Saturday, was it Saturday? Yes, I decided I needed some new knee highs because the ones I had that were Desert Vista Dye Works ran so bad that the black turned all the other colors super dark. I soaked it in cold water. I did what I do with all of my hand knit socks, and it ruined them, in my opinion. They're dark and they still have the colors, but they're just not the same. And I bought those cool shoes. I don't remember if I showed them or just told you about them, but the sandal boots that wrap up your leg, and I want to wear knee highs with them when I bend. And so I made these. I'm going to go ahead, since you can see my legs here, I'm just going to go ahead and put them on. I did do my slanted toe, and I can mix a little bit of design news in on this part because I'm going to turn it so you can't see until I'm ready. I have released my slanted toe pattern on Ravelry. It's called Slanted Toes, and it's a whole $1. So if you are interested in purchasing it, I would love it if you would, and get some patterns up there. There's a toe up and top down version of the pattern. So let me see, what can I tell you about these knee highs as I'm pulling on the other one? The colors are amazing. I love, 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 love it. Like I said, it's 7 Deadly Sins from Fiber Nymph Dye Works in her bounce base. The toe, heel, and cuff is her turquoise blue, which is my favorite semi-solid color that she does. I don't know, the orange in this is pretty cool though. I customized them as I was knitting. Here, let me get them on and show them to you, and then I will tell you more about them now that they're on. Here they are. How awesome is that? Let's see if I can stand up and show you a little bit better. Cool, huh? I used a Fish Lips Kiss heel. I did not make them match. In fact, I worked from the inside and outside of the skein because my version of, here, let's have them in the shot while I'm talking. My version of 2 at a time socks is casting both of them on separate needles and taking turns working on them. So I did both of the toes, and then I would do, you know, X amount of rows on one and then X amount of rows on the other. And I actually went up to 64 like I usually do, and realized that was a little bit too many. So then right here, I decreased it down to 60, which is perfect because that's the largest part of my foot. You can see it right there. So it actually just made it, I haven't soaked these yet, so that little kind of corner there, it hasn't snuck away yet. So then I did 60. You can see where the color changed there. So what I was doing, I was watching the Bunny Fish Crafts podcast with Heather, and she was saying that, and I was trying to catch up because I missed a few, and she was saying in one of them that she does 5 rows a day this is what she does with her socks, which I love, and that's something I do too. But she takes the stitch marker and every time she knits a row, she moves it over, and once it's over 5 stitches, she's done 5 rows. So the way I did my socks were, I knit around and around and around until the stitch marker had worked its way all the way across one of the needles, and then I picked up the other one and did that. So then I was doing like 30 rows, you know, on each one at a time. Well, I ended up going past where I wanted to put my heels in, so then I just went farther till about here, and then did an afterthought heel. And the reason I had to do it while I was still knitting on the socks is because I needed to be able to customize it exactly to my legs. So I did an afterthought fish lips kiss heel. And then, so you can see, let's move this other leg out of the way here. Let's prop this up here. So you can see right here how it starts to increase. Instead of increasing along the back, like some people do, I increase only on this side. And instead of in the back, I increase directionally down this way and the other way, because that's how my leg goes. It's flat here and goes down. So I started up here, and every 4th row did that until I didn't need to anymore, which looks like it was about here. And then I worked straight, and then I did decrease a little bit right here because my leg does get a little smaller here. And then I decreased, I think, 4 along here, and then worked 20 rows of ribbing right here. So that's how I made it work. There was like 30 rows, and there was 12 here of the decreases, 30 here. I think I did 6. I should write this down. Yeah, I increased over 16 rows, worked straight for 30, decreased for 12, over 12, you know, every 4th row, like I said, and then worked straight for 6, and then did 20 rows. And actually right here you can see how it decreases down. I decided, because my leg gets smaller even right here, after 10 rows I did do a decrease on either side. So anyways, you can see that it looks the same along the outside there. And the stripes do get a little more narrow. You can see they get more narrow as I increase stitches, which is kind of a cool effect, I think. So anyways, I will be wearing these while I'm vending. I have my capris, and then I will be wearing these with my awesome sandal boots, and it will be knitterly-tastic. So anyways, that is all the knitting I have to show you. I told you about my designing. I'm actually going to take these off. And let me see, I don't have any spinning. I did bring my drop spindle with me though, so I figure there will be something to show you next time, because I do plan on pulling it out and drop spinning a little bit. And as far as my business goes, I have lots and lots of lotions with me of all of my different scents. So if you are going to be at ZK, please come and see me and buy some. If you are not, I can still mail stuff out. I am not opposed to going to the post office and mailing stuff out if it's something I have with me. So if there's a scent you want to try, I do have 11 scents now. One of them is not available yet because it's a special ZK scent for now, but I do have my other 5 that I added. Yeah, anyways, if you're interested in anything as far as that goes, let me know. The email address is keeponwithlife@gmail.com. keeponwithlife.bigcartel.com is the shop. After this weekend, this next weekend, I will be adding all the other scents to the shop to be available. So, anyways, look at that, under 15 minutes. I hope you have a wonderful week. I don't know when I'll be able to record next, because next week on Sunday and Monday I am going to be hauling butt across the country, 22 hours of driving over 2 days. So I might stop and record just to give myself a break. Maybe I'll walk and record at the same time or something, at a rest stop or something. So anyways, have a great week, and until next time, keep knitting. Bye.